Okay, anything like me, you want it quick, brief, and to the point. So I've got soupy's kit, which I'm going to attempt to fit. I've already taken the bolt out, and I'll show you the other side. 2 seconds. Okay, so let's see it from the other side. It's a bit dark. A bit light under there, I think. Yep, I do. So there's the bolt I've taken out, and there's one at the front. But unfortunately, I've got to take the side stand off. So here, I've got to take this side stand off because the bolt that runs through the top mount, or bottom mount I should say, but the front one, is it's interfering. When you pull this back, it hits this section. So I'm going to have to take this off, and I'll show a video after that. Okay, so I've taken this off, just two 8mm Allen keys. Took these 2 bolts off, and now, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, you can then remove your bolt, which drops out your link. Sorry about the dirt. The interesting thing here though is I got the new kit and then was reading the instructions, which are pretty poor. I took it out, I thought, oh my god, I've got to take the centre stand off. I was like, how was I going to hold it up? But the centre stand actually bolts or sits on 2 lugs, and the bolt that goes through it, when you remove it, it leaves it intact, as you can see. So so that was good. And obviously the bolt pulls all the way through this hole, which is an access hole. Thank you, Honda, otherwise that would have been alright, pigs here. So now I've just got to work out how this kit fits together and replicates this. So I'll put that up to it when I've done. Okay, so I think I've deduced that this has to go that way around with your spacer up the front, and I've just put a bit of grease on the bolt to see if I can stop corrosion. Actually, that lightly. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so these spacers here fit on the inside by the look of it to bring out this section, and then you have another bolt as part of the kit which is longer, which is going to fit obviously across these 2 and then out the other side. So I'll just put some grease on this one, and we'll put it together. Now I'm going to have to lift the wheel up a bit. Now I need to note that before I did this, I measured, you can see that I measured from the ground to this point, which was 32.5 centimeters, and so basically that gives me the distance there, so that when I'm finished on the other side, actually the concrete, and when I'm finished I'll then see how much I need to drop or raise it from the original settings. So that's important you take that measurement before you start, because then you know what the R1 was. So I'm going to do that, put this in, and I'll show you after. Okay, so there she is on. So I've put the bolt through, put the nuts on, put the longer bolt in the rear, and done these up. Now, interestingly enough, I just measured the back again from the floor, and on the other side, and it was from 32.5 to now gone to 34. So so it's physically higher, which means obviously suspension should be lower when I go to do it. So now I'm going to clear this up, just clean around here anyway, and then I'm going to drop the front forks, measure, and then drop them the similar height, so that I get equal balance driving. Right. Okay, so I dropped it for the front, 12mm. So I took it from the top because it used to be flush. So 12mm up, which I thought was half of the rear, so it gives me a bit to play up and down at the back. I don't want to go too low because I know in the sand it'll be a bit pain in the butt. So so now it's just a road test. Funny enough, the side stand is spot on. Look, it's leaning over now, and yeah, it's as if the side stand was actually built for this height. Alright, centre stand's not too hard pulling, right? And yeah, lifts both wheels so you can tip it and work on front or back. Seems to be working okay at the minute.